can't never get in my car. This phone. Terrible. Hey y'all. Hello, hello. Hey everyone. How you guys doing? What's up? Hey y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to the tea house. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Welcome to the tea house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember all things on this channel is alleged, in my opinion. It is for learning, teaching, entertainment purposes only. If you guys have not subscribed to that channel, subscribe to that channel. If you are not a member, consider being a member. Okay, come on in. If you would like to give to the channel, you can do. I have a whole new Cash App. Okay, and it's the same, Teresa Lindsay. Teresa Lindsay 12 at Cash App. Okay. And if you want to do super chat, super stickers, super emojis, you can do that too. Okay. Hey, Linda Gamble, my mom, Sharon Godbolt, Jonetta Speaks, my member, Sharon Godbolt, Sonia Gatry, welcome. Pat Dyer, 64, my member, Candle Lit, Overton, Mary Langley, Daphne Thomas, my member, Catherine Carr, the first in the building. Hi, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing? What's going on with my... Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Are y'all doing all right? Y'all, I'm sorry I didn't come live last night. Hey, Lily and Pickney. Hmm. What is this? I'm bleeding. Sorry, y'all. Something I scratched my arm and it's bleeding. My day was better today. It was a lot better. Yesterday I had I did not come live last night. I needed to debrief myself. I had an eventful day. I had a patient to go bad, and he was up talking 1 minute, went bad the next minute. I don't know what's this on my arm. Why my arm is bleeding? Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this. But anyway, so I had an eventful day yesterday, so I didn't come live because I was so emotionally drained. Hey, Cynthia Christian. I literally was emotionally drained last night. I couldn't give you guys anything. Hey, I am not bothered, my member. I had a patient. We were talking, laughing, gave him some pain medicine. Didn't feel good. Hey, Miss B 67, and didn't feel good. And he kind of went down. We had to do a whole cold blue, had to intubate him, and it got to me. Okay. Then I had a little hard headed patient, and they had me set up. When I came on that floor, all my patients was total. All of them did not look so good. Instead of splitting that heavy group up, I got it all. So it was really, really tough. And then I had a patient, instead of him being nice and staying in the bed, he gets out of bed and cracks his head. Okay. Yes. So yeah, hey Latricia L, my member. So that's how bad my day was yesterday. I came home. My husband was like, just go take you a hot bath, soak in your 7th Avenue, uh, and go to, lay down, take a breather. But I was just worried about my little patient. Um, and he was so sweet. He's still holding on. He's still in the CCU. He's still holding on. But, you know, you always worry about your patients. I'm that type of nurse. I couldn't even go to bed till like 3 o'clock this morning. I finally dozed off. So I'm always gonna worry about my patients. Um, because that's just the nurse in me. Um, said a prayer for him. The Lord finally let me go to sleep. You have to take care of yourself. So I know, I know, I am, I am. Today was a much better day. It was busy but better. Um, I had one of my patients who's really sick. He finally woke up enough today, and I fed him. And his wife she kept saying he won't eat for me. He won't do this. He won't do that. I said, oh, he won't. And I came in the room. I said, hey man, what's up? And he kind of just looked at me. I said, you ready to eat? You want to show these folks you can eat? Honey, he ate his food. She said, what? Yeah, he ate Yvette. Hey, TNTG mom. Um, yeah, he ate his food, drank his teas, all of it. And his wife was like, I be there. He like her. I was like, no, sometimes you just gotta wet their mouth, wake up their taste buds, because their mouth is sticky after they've been mouth breathing and all that, and then try and feed them. Whew. But I got this little spot on my arm right here where I itch right here all the time. It's a little spot right here where I itch like crazy. And I think it's eczema, but it doesn't come off as eczema. And I done scratched this little part right here. The, he, I no, he ate. I ate a salad, but he ate. I got him to eat. I've been tired. I always talk to him when I go in there. He was kind of out of it, so I didn't know if he really heard me or not. But I go and talk to him. I say, how you doing today? You ready to get turned? I just be talking. And but even when patients are not responsive, you still can talk to them. They can hear you. So he heard my voice and he ate. So yeah, I laid it down last night, y'all. Hey, Immaculate Davis, laid it down. you know, um, said to keep praying for my little patient and hope he gets better, you know. But that's why I didn't come last night. I didn't have it in me, y'all. I came in and I just kind of plopped. And everybody was like, uh-oh, she had a bad day, which I don't really have. I have busy days, but not bad days, That was a bad day, okay? You don't know what you did. Oh, so I said, how did you have to go to school to be in? How long did I have to go to school? I went 2 years for my ADN, 2 years for my BSN, and I'm currently trying to get my MSN. So, but I won't start school for my MSN until like after the holidays. It's just too much right now. So after the holidays, I plan on starting back school. Yeah, especially since I have my she shed. I can go out there, do my schoolwork. I ain't gotta be bothered with nobody. You know. Hey, Lisa Foster, my member. So I don't know. I might get my doctorate. Hey,
Is Cam home?
he should be in there. Did you knock on the door?
No, no, I was gonna come and check with you first, see if I can.
Yeah, you can knock on the door. He should be in there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, but if I can get, what's today? Tuesday. Well, it ain't church today. So. Hey, Pamela Queen, my member. How y'all doing? So, so it took me that, but I have credentials. You know, you have to. I do want to do my critical care. Get my credentials for that. So, oh, they finally approved your Medicare, Yvette Bell. Good. What? What? Oh, hold on, y'all. Okay. I tell y'all, they cannot stand me not being in the house. So how y'all doing? What y'all been up to? Have y'all had some hard times? Yeah, yeah, that is great. Yes. Have y'all been doing well? Have y'all been doing good? Have y'all been watching the skits? The skits are skitting, okay? Um, don't nobody know what's going to happen in these skits because to me they're kind of like all over the place. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I was glad Kakoa came today and talked to Amber because Amber got caught up in herself and she is thinking about herself. And oh, this is going to be wonderful if he's not his and we can move on. But it's not easy like that. And I'm glad Kakoa brought her back to reality because now she's going to have to think about it. Okay, now if he's not the dad, what's going to happen? If he is the dad, what's going to happen? Okay, move on. If he ain't the dad, he's going to still have that baby. Hey, Andrea Wallace, my member. Hey, member, you a member now, girl. Okay. um, if the baby is not his, which I feel like it's going to be Arby's baby, which it would make sense if it is Arby's because it was manipulated from the beginning by Jasmine. Okay. Um, and Jasmine wanted to have Arby's first baby. All right. Well, she wanted to be that a family with Arby. She was not going to let Shayla come between that. Okay. Exactly. That Amber is getting on my nerves. Yeah, she need to slow it down. Calm down, Amber. Listen, you can prove the baby is not his, but is that going to solve anything? It's not. That's going to be Anthony's karma. I'm sorry, because he didn't do his due diligence to check behind these evil women. Okay, so could Anthony be the father? Could Arby? I kind of lean towards Arby just because Wayne is Kai's godfather. And if they want to, let's say this, if they want to shoot, have Lil Kai on set, it's going to be easier for him to be with Wayne and Arby because he already knows them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard. You can see how he acts with Anthony. You can tell that Anthony is only around him for filming, whereas Wayne is around him all the time. Arby got her told birds of a feather flock together. She did. I was like, ooh, Arby. TNT Ma. I was like, ooh. She talking about, what you talking about? Amber, like, this is what bothers me about Amber. And I love Amber. I do. Hey, 1974. Hello, I have no arms and I have no legs due to tragic helicopter incident. Do you have any words of wisdom and advice for me in this difficult time? Uh, I am, first of all, I am sorry that that happened. Also, just things happen and we have no control and we don't know how and why it happens. We can question it all day long. We can feel sorry for ourselves. We can heal, and we can heal ourselves, forgive ourselves, and make the best of what we have right now. And even in our circumstance, there's somebody worse than me. Okay? If I was the brokest person right now, there's somebody even worse than me. And that alone is worth being thankful for, because your testimony will always help somebody. Your positiveness will always help somebody. The love that radiates always helps someone. So it's not your arms and your legs that make you, it's your heart, it's your spirit. It's the love you have for God. It's the love that you carry and that radiates off of you, and it attracts people to you. So never give up in no situation. No, nothing. Let nothing separate you from the love of God. God never separates his love from us. We separate ourselves from him because we start feeling sorry. We start getting mad. Why? Why you do this to me? Why it had to happen to me? It happens to all of us. We all have lost something. Might not been our arm, might not been our leg. It might be a loved one that was so attached. It feels like your arms and legs been ripped off. It feels like your heart has been ripped out. But in the end, gratefulness, thankfulness, praise, worship will get you through. That's my advice. Hey, Janet Panos. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. It's the Nurse Podcast. Yes. I am getting that set up. I am going to ask the nurse, like Ask the Nurse Tuesday podcast, or, something like that. Thank you for your $20 super sticker. Thank you. That was so nice. Janice Panos, hey, I've been waiting for you, sis. Anthony is not the father. It's Dalen's friend, the light-skinned brothers. Oh, Lord. You think so? I think it's Arby's baby. I think they switched that DNA test. I'm sorry, y'all. I think Jasmine did it on purpose. She was malicious when she done it. And she wanted, let's see, thank you, Ingrid, again. She did not want Shayla to be with Arby. That's why she did it. And it all started with Jasmine. Now, the plot is, if they find out if it is Arby, let's just say it's Arby's. Baby, you talking about the views, the views. Oh my God. Because Shayla and Jasmine, oh, that's gonna be war. And that's gonna be worth looking at. Do y'all think Jasmine going to be pregnant? Because y'all know she wanted to have a baby by Arby. Although we have not seen Jasmine, Arby has been out in these streets, but she was living with Arby. So I don't know what happened. I'm not saying that there's a skit that's not showing Shayla that has been with somebody, because if y'all go back to when they first started dating and her and Arby got into it, she left the house that night. She was not messing around with Anthony. That came like a couple of skits ahead of time. Let's see. I think it's the acting coach. I thought about that too. I thought about the acting coach because he was married and she messed around with him. Hey, spoiled girl. So it would be easier that to me, it'll be easier for Wayne to incorporate Lil Kai into the Coley's empire. That's what I call it. Because Wayne is so close to Lil Baby Kai. Okay. But on the other end, Angelina, if she switched those tests, because y'all tell me, y'all remember Angelina was sitting in the house and she got some mail. And she looked at the mail and Shayla walked in and she hurried up and threw the mail in her purse. Didn't know what it says, but I honestly think it had something to do with this DNA. I honestly think it has something to do with this DNA. I don't know what she has done, but Angelina has done something. Hey, Dot Willie, she has done something. Poor Anthony, he is going to be hurt. Oh, he's going to be hurt. And see, Amber is not looking at that. She's just looking like, oh, we're going to be able to live our life. No, you're not, because Anthony, he's attached to that baby. He's not attached to Shayla. He puts up with Shayla and Angelina to be near his child. Okay. Do I think Anthony's just going to let that baby go like that? No. And Amber has to be prepared for that. Okay. I told y'all where they said, Cocoa said Anthony was going to leave Amber. Hey, Helen. Hey, Dot Willie. If that happens, I'm not watching it no more. I'm going to tell you why. It's easier to write Anthony as a coward than it is to write him stand in the midst of his ish. You understand what I'm saying? It's easier for Wayne or the writers, whoever's writing, I think it's Wayne, they do a lot of improv. It's easier to write Anthony to run than it is for him to stay in this mess. And what I mean, stay in this mess, deal with it. Him and Amber deal with it. Him and Cocoa deal with it, and let his father come in. And when his father comes in, that's going to be a whole different dynamic. And I'll keep saying over and over, Anthony is not going to grow up until he figure out why his dad left him and did not spend time with him. And that's when he's going to wake up. Now, I did say, what if Anthony did to come on and that's a fine man and he see Ro and he have a crush on Ro? Woo! Now that is some good writing, my dears. Say, I'm doing well. I should be asleep. I have to go to work soon. You're welcome. Thank you, Sport Girl. Girl, you better get you some rest. See, Janice says, sis, I've been trying to become your supporter members for your YouTube. Um, if you go to Janice, you should be able to see join at the top, or sometimes it depends on your computer. It should be at the bottom, but you should be able to hit join, and it should prompt you. Someone, if y'all can help her out, please, and just give her a prompt and let her know how to do it. I'm beginning to dislike Anthony. Every time Amber says something to Anthony about Kai, he looks at her like he don't like her. It's not, I don't think that. I think that he's Carla. Honestly, I think when he looks at her, he's not, he's frustrated. Because if you listen to Anthony, he told Amber, I got a lot on my mind. And all she was thinking about is that DNA and DNA. Uh, Listen, Anthony has done his part. But do I ever think Anthony would have cheated on Amber if Shayla didn't plot for him? I don't think he ever would have. Anthony's not a big cheater. He's a liar, but he's not a cheater. Okay, that's one thing he's not. Anthony's got a lot going on because he never thought about this DNA test. He never thought that Angelina and them will use him that way. And Anthony knows deep down in his heart that Kai might not be his. He knows this though. He knows this, but he didn't want to believe it. He wants Kai to be his because y'all know he claimed that little girl and she wasn't his. He didn't even do a DNA test on that baby. Oh, she looked like me. Look, no, she didn't. She was not your child. And then you let these two demons, and I think Anthony is going to struggle with that. He let two of these manipulative women use him and put him in Kai's life only to tear that baby's life up. Luckily, Kai is just a year old or just turning a year old. Okay. So he won't have so much remembrance of it. But Anthony is going to be tore up. Number one, that's his karma because he should have did things the right way. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Wayne can write him being mad at Amber all he wants. He should never be mad at Amber. That is his own karma because he should have did his due diligence and did his own DNA test. He should have been better than what he was, and then he would never got caught up with Shayla. But he got caught up with Shayla because he was mad at Amber. And he's just got a lot on his mind when it comes to Kai. And Amber is just thinking about when we get DNA tests, if Kai's yours, we deal with it. If he's not yours, then we can just live our life. No, it's not going to be that easy. That's like somebody, I fell in love with this baby, and I love this baby with everything in me, and I find out I'm not the mother. But that's not going to stop me from wanting to be that baby's mother. Let's see. Hey, D Brown. Ingrid, I have to get up early. Have a very blessed night. Says you too, Ingrid. Thank you again, sweet pea. Andrea, I have been trying to find a skit where she's telling her mom that they planned. That's when, yeah, she told her mom, I can't believe our plan worked. Okay. They've been playing Anthony, and Anthony is feeling away because he cannot believe that he got played. Anthony, you believe there's a woman that cheats with you, lies, and just belittles your wife. That is not a good woman. She's not a good woman. Hey, Tracy J. Wilson, my member. Hi. Good night, you guys. Good night, Linda. Ingrid. Been hanging in there. How about you? Good. Let's just pray that Wayne writes that way. I hope Wayne does. I to be honest, to have Amber and Anthony go through a mess again and not let them heal, it's first of all, it's cruel and unusual punishment for the viewers. Okay, a lot of people say let him go, let him go. No, stop that. Let Amber and Anthony work out their marriage. Let them live in their marriage. Oh my God. Let them get closer. Let us see them doing picnics. Let us see them doing married things. Let us see them working together at the club again. Let us see that. But also, if Kai is not his, he's going to be in Kai's life. Period. Until he's not. Until Amber is pregnant. Until Amber has her baby, that's going to kind of wean him, but he's still going to love Kai as his own. He'll probably end up being Kai's, godfather, which that's who he was supposed to be anyway. Okay, just like Wayne is the baby's godfather. But it's just so much easier as Kai is growing up in these skits. It's so much easier, in my opinion, to write Arby as the dad and keep him in structure. Okay, because Kai is just a year old and he's going back and forth, back and forth. He doesn't know the nature of what's going on. He knows Wayne. He knows Wayne is his godfather. He knows Wayne. So keep him in that structure and let Jasmine and Shayla and Angelina have at it, baby. Let them go to war, okay? But I think what's going to happen, so much stress is going to be on Anthony. Now, he might end up in the hospital again. They need to hurry up with it because it's getting ridiculous. It is. And Amber talked too much. I said this about Amber over and over and over again. You get excited about something and you talk too much. Keep that ish in your house. You talk too much. Why you ask Arby that? It didn't make sense. It's crazy. I like your lives and videos. You have me cracking up when I'm listening to you at work. Thank you, Spa girl. Girl, I be trying to, these old crazy people out here. I need a vacation too, Jonetta. Another one. Sassy, if Kai isn't Ants, I think he should just walk away. Kai is young and will forget about Ant. He will, but with Ant, forget about him. Dot Willie, what would you like to see? Me, I think what's going to happen if Anthony, and I do have a feeling that Wayne is going to write Arby as the dad. I would like that. Just because Arby was hurt and he'll be vindicated. Okay? He will be vindicated. And he will see how ruthless Jasmine is. Will him and Shayla work it out? I don't know. Maybe not. But in my opinion, I think Shayla know Arby is the baby daddy. I do. She forces this narrative. He looks so much like you, Anthony. He does that even I know he's a character baby, but he don't. Arby said when he was younger, he had this red hair that later turned dark. And the color can come from Angelina and Shayla. That don't mean that that's not Arby's baby. Just because Anthony is light skinned and the baby's light skinned, that don't mean nothing. I believe Aunt has messed up some money too. Yeah, I do too. I think I think he's done messed up some money. I don't know what he's done, but something's going on financially with him again. I don't know. Kai looks like Arby with the funny shaped head. Yeah, he does. And Kai got that little head, and Arby got that head. I miss you guys. Been a lot going on over here. Been in pain. My mom twisted, fractured her foot. Oh my goodness. I hope she gets better, Tracy. Janice says, since I am a designer, and when it comes to the computer, I miss that part. Sis, inbox me because I can help you with your gift from God. She said, plus sis, I live in Raleigh. Oh, Janice, okay, I will. Can you listen, Janice? Let's see. Can you email me? It's going across the screen. Email me, and then we can talk. Okay, we can talk. You're not even what? You're not that far from me, girl. Hey, yes, I would love to see that. Oh my God, I love to see the designs. What you think? Okay. Hey, Shelly, 111. When Anthony told God to take the pain off of Amber and put it on him, God did just that. God would give him the pain, and Amber had to get over losing her baby. He would get over it. He will. He will. But I think Amber is going to be pregnant. I think Amber is going to be pregnant. I would love to see Amber starting to be kind of lazy right now, not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of not irritated, but something is off. I would love to see that because if Kai is not Anthony and she takes a test and let him know she's pregnant, that's going to ease his heart. But Anthony has to feel this hurt, y'all. Anthony has to feel the hurt because he hurt Amber too. Just like Amber had to feel the hurt, how she hurt him, he's going to have to feel the hurt. It's only fair. Shayla is going to have to feel the hurt. Shayla is going to be broken, and that's her karma. Her mama and her Angelina and Shayla are going to have a falling out, and that's going to be interesting. That is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to seeing Brody. Is he going back to Angelina? I feel like Angelina burnt that bridge, the way she talked to Brody, the way she belittled that man. He can't come back from that. Some things you just can't come back from. To join while on live, hit the $sign. Okay, there's a $sign, Janice, at the bottom. This is how it appears from my phone. You will be able to select super chat, super stickers, or membership. You can give memberships on join. Okay, let me show this on stage. Okay, so that way you can read it and you can follow that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Tracy J, my prayers up for you and mom's healing. Valerie Jones, hey, what did you just say, sis? I fell on the floor. Uh, you fell on the floor. I said you can see my email. Sorry, y'all. I was just trying to figure out who that is. Oh, that's my son. Who is that? Oh, my son and Oh, I don't know who that is. Um, email me, Teresa. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it should be on there. It should be on there. All right. Um, Teresa, Miss Lindsay, RN at gmail.com, Janice. Email me and then we'll talk from there. It happens. I'm done. Andrew, if Anthony leaves, I'm done because it's not fair that Amber had to go through what she had to go through, and then Anthony leaves because he's in his feelings about Kai or anything else. Nah, no, no, Wayne, no, 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 that's not fair, and I'm done. I promise y'all. I told y'all if Amber and Anthony break up again because of some stupid stuff, I am done. I will not watch it again because I feel like this. That marriage needs time. That marriage, we only have one married couple on these skits. One, Chase and Candace. We need to have Anthony and Amber together. We need a couple that overcome everything. When they go back to church, they're going to have a testimony. They're going to go through trials and tribulations. Of course, they're going to have other things coming up. If Anthony's father comes, that's going to be another trial with Coca in it. She probably going to cuss out his daddy and all kinds of stuff. I'm here to tell y'all, it's going to be it could be a good right if they write this right. But Wayne, I just hope he don't take the cheap way out. To me, having Anthony to leave Amber, that's cheap. And to do this and bring them back together and do this to your audience, I can't do it. I cannot. That's too stressful for me. I watch these skits for hope, okay, and for healing. For once, just do that. Anthony is still angry with Amber. He is plotting on Amber and really wants to be with Shayla because he's dependent and obedient. He is not going to let her affair with Wayne go. I don't think he don't want to be with Shayla. He don't want to be with Shayla. I think he has, let me say this. I think he has I think he's moving past Wayne and Amber. One thing he does know, that woman loves him. That's one thing he knows. And I think he loves Amber. I don't think he's plotting, but something's going on with him financially. And I don't know what it is. But I think it's going to come out. All his stuff going to come out if he finds out Kai is not his son. Guess what? Amber going to be right there beside him, building him back up again. Honestly, it's not a good look to break them up again. It really isn't. It's not a good look because they are the prominent two couples on it. They're the prominent actors. They're the ones that people come and look forward to see it. What I want to see is Shayla not attached to them. What can she do without being attached to them, Amber and Anthony? Can she be an actress on her own? Can she do this on her own? This is what I want to see. I want to see Shayla get her karma and be involved in somebody else's life for a change. Be involved, if Arby is the dad, be involved in Arby and Jasmine's life. And that's going to be a good look and a good, baby. Because Jasmine crazy and Shayla ain't crazy as y'all want her to be. Jasmine crazy, crazy. Okay, and I love to see them too, cause I think Shayla has met her match when she come to Jasmine. Hey, Mary, why Amber have to pay for something Shayla and Anthony did behind her back? Shayla was a y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Um, yeah, Shayla's all my exactly. I am not bothered. Hey, New Orleans diva. If he does that, I am done. I'm done, son. Me too. I think a lot of us will be done. Um, from what I mean, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people on TikTok, they really, even though they don't like Anthony, they like Anthony and Amber. Okay, and it doesn't take a lot to clean up Anthony. Anthony can be the villain, but let him be the villain outside of his house. Okay, who let him be the villain outside of his house. I'm tired of Anthony and Amber always going through stuff. I'm ready for them to, reunite. I'm ready for them to be an example on these skits that anything, God can cover any sin. Whether we like it or not, there could be the biggest blessing to someone else who's going through the same thing. Personally, I wouldn't go through it because I'm not built that way. But there are women like my mother who have been through it. Okay. There are women, my aunt have been through it. Okay. They built different. They built like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Shayla's all mouth, right? I believe that God is using their life to show that when God put people together, you're going to go through hard times and good times, right, Janice? Marriage is not easy, but if you look at it, God God loves covers a multitude of sin. And in God's eyes, sin is sin. Whether you go outside your marriage and have a baby that's sin, or if you overeat at that dinner table and you turn into a glutton, that's sin. If I cuss you out today, that's sin. If I lie, steal, cheat, that's sin. That separates us from the love of God. It separates us with unforgiveness. So, who are we to say that God can't mend that marriage again? I feel like if Wayne want to see Jesus is popping, this is the marriage to do it. I really have to say to Chase, thank you for seeing your wife last night. You saw how she was hurt, and you took it upon yourself to go to Maggie and created boundaries. That's what I'm talking about. Men need to see their wives He saw her. He saw the hurt in her, and he couldn't do that. He could not. He had to set boundaries. But let me tell you something. That heifer she's gonna wreak havoc. Chase gonna have to stop playing with her and just do business. Period. Hey, Mo Better. That would I agree. He doesn't want Amber to know how much money he's giving Shayla. I wonder if he's still paying Angelina. No, he's not. Y'all remember Angelina got cut off. That's why she slapped him upside the head. He cut Angelina off. And when he find out about Iman, he gonna cut Shayla off too. I think Aunt cut Angelina off. Remember the paper she did hide when Shayla walked into her place. Uh-huh. Hey, Erica, your bad podcast. Anthony is taking his time and giving Kai his name. A real dad wouldn't do that. Thank you. That name would have been changed a long time ago. A real dad, a real businessman that's got a lot of money is not going to go and rely on two women to do a blood test. I mean, a swab. Because they don't do it by blood no more because people have blood transfusion. It changes your blood type. But they do the swab. Real businessmen are not going to do that. Point blank, period. They're going to get it done because they got money at stake. They got an heir. Okay? They're not going to do that. They're not going to just lollygag around and have a child out there for a whole year and you say, okay, they did a DNA test, but you didn't see it. No real businessman is going to do that. That's not even reality. The way Wayne wrote that, that's not even reality. Because black men going to know if that baby is theirs or not. Wayne know. So why would you write that? I hate the way he got Anthony acting. He has Anthony acting clueless. And I don't like it. That's why him and Amber need to stay together because she act clueless sometimes. She talk too much a lot of times. And he is clueless. But where she lacks, he's strong. And where where he lacks, she lacks, he's strong. And where she lacks, he's strong. I think I said that right. But anyway, they complement one another. And I'm sorry. They make a beautiful couple. And I think Amber should be pregnant. Period. Okay? Period. Twins. Boy and a girl. Chase boundaries were lame to me. They were lame, but he tried. I think the thing that I did, I like Chase saw Candace. When he looked back from that bathroom, he saw his wife hurting. Her whole body changed. And I like that. He saw her. To me, when a man sees me and Chase is just a doofus, he's going to go out there and make, that's just how Chase talk. But he did step in and do something. He does his own writing. Says I agree that Helper's going to start calling Chase at night. Yeah, she's going to try to make Candace's life a living hell now because she said, if I want him, I can have him. No, you can't. If you know what I know, you'll leave Chase alone because Chase mama gonna come, Chase sister gonna come and bop you upside the head. Janice says, sis, that's why I love you because you put God first in your life. I try to in everything. If you put him first and everything else will follow. I had to learn that this week. I went through a big trial this week. Y'all, I went through, I told you I got scammed out of $300. That might not be no money to some of y'all, but that's money to me. That's money that I lost. That's money that was going towards my Winter Wonderland tickets. That was money that I lost, and it hurt me to my core. Okay, because I had plans for that money. I had plans to put that money towards my ticket. Now I got to come up with that money. So yes, I was hurt. And I'm like, why? you know. So yeah, but then I had to think about it. I say, you know what? God will provide. God will provide. Anthony treated Amber horribly, causing her to lose her both children, showed no empathy and flaunted his affair and that baby in Amber's face. Plus, he said nothing about Amber going to jail. Um, I think they both equal. Amber did some foul before they got married. And let me tell you, I don't care what nobody say. When a man put a ring on your finger, you are set aside to be a wife. That means you are taken, and nobody else. You should not be sleeping with anybody else. Amber did not care. Amber was doing Wayne and Anthony. But she was telling Anthony, no, we're going to wait to this. But meanwhile, she was over there screwing Wayne. Okay. And then she got engaged. It should have been cut off as soon as she accepted that ring. Amber didn't do that. A lot of people say it's before the marriage, but she went into the marriage with a lie. That was jacked up from the beginning because she knew if Anthony found out she slept with Wayne, he would not marry her. So to me, Amber is just as much guilty as Anthony. So they can wipe out each other's sin and start over. That's just the way I look at things. Okay. I look at things. He didn't cheat on her. She cheated on him and cheated on the night of the marriage. Yeah, he did her wrong, but she did wrong too. She did just as much wrong. And people think that didn't hurt that man. Yeah. Come on now. I don't care. You was committed to him. You shouldn't have been out there laying around with Wayne. And Wayne knew this. And he didn't care. That's crazy to me. Anthony needs to let his lawyer handle it. Right. Chase love her. Yeah, Chase loves Candace now. It's money to me. How much are the tickets to Winter Wonderland? Woo! It's Andrea Wallace. The is 230, and then VIP is 460. Regular interest is 230, and if you want to be a sponsor, it's 1700. And I think she takes this money and she does a lot of community giveaways. Thanksgiving, I would love to go to Huntsville and be with Mel to give away turkeys on her community giveaway. And I might just ask her if we can. Who is that? But don't worry, because God is going to have you show up and out for us. Yeah, he is. That's it. 300 is like 3,000 at certain times in our lives. I feel, yes, it was. That thing hurt me, y'all. I was my heart was so broken. Y'all have no idea. Okay. Y'all gave some of that money. Okay. So y'all gave some of that money. And that hurt me. And yes, they do have an investigation going on. And yes, I did file a police report, but who knows? I might never see it again. She was something else when she first came on the skit. She was Andrea. Nobody like Amber when she first came on. Amber was hot. Ella, what about poor Dalen with his man lover? Do y'all think they're going to show her as a trans? And this will be interesting, y'all. This will be interesting to see how Dalen would act. I hope she is. I hope she is trans. I hope they write it as Nicole is trans. Something ain't right, y'all. I don't like Nicole. I don't like her. I'm sorry. She's extra. She do too much. I don't like her. I don't like her. That's why when you doing dirt, you do it by yourself, right? When is Winter Wonderland? It's December the 13th. No, 20th. December the 20th. And so I was saving that money up to get my ticket. So I won't have to be dipping for, because Christmas is coming. It's a mess. Sassy, they were still not married. Bad choice, but Anthony's sins are multiple compared to Amber. The Bible speaks of adultery, not engagement. But even in engagement, even when Mary and Joseph was together and they were engaged, she had to stay pure. It didn't matter. It didn't matter, because once you get engaged, you are set aside. The only thing that's not connecting you is the vows. It don't matter. She she did that man wrong to me. To me. And I don't know. I look at things differently. I don't look at what he did, because technically he was tricked in it, and then he started liking it, and then when he tried to break it off, that's when she told him about Amber and what's her name. That would be entertainment and educational if Noelle is trans. That will be educational. That will educate us on trans women. That will educate us on. I think Dalen would be the perfect person to end that relationship, because he has a gentle soul, and he would end it in a beautiful way. I don't like Noelle. I just don't. I don't like Noelle. I'm sorry, y'all. Noelle acts like she's Dalen's wife. Yeah, I last saw her when Dalen told Kelvin what his mother thinks, and Kelvin started laughing. Kelvin laughed so hard, y'all. I thought Kelvin was gonna pee on himself. And his mama, Dalen mama, was like looking at her like, ugh. So she said, "I never been with a man." So was she a man before and been with a woman? Or will Dalen find estrogen pills, hormone pills? Says, I don't care for Noelle either. She is very needy and rude, inviting herself on a guy's trip. I did not like that at all. I did not like that. And then inviting her friend, her roommate. That's tacky. I don't like, Dalen, get rid of Noelle, please. You be better off with Brittany. I ain't gonna lie. Sis, always remember who your heavenly father is. Sis, you're a daddy's girl. I am. I'll be blessed one day. Somebody will bless it. I'll get there. I'm definitely gonna get there. I don't doubt God. I don't doubt God for 1 minute. It's sometimes when you think things are finally turning around and something like that happens. Do you want Ralphie and Sade? I do. I love Leo on a mission. I love Ralphie and Sade. They are a good couple. I love them. I love the way Mike and Sonny is right now. I love it. But Mike don't see it. But he needs to see it. I love the way they I just like Sade and I do. I love Sade and Ralphie. I love them. Poor Dalen, LOL. He is so nice. Yes, sis. After his mother said that, the net I was 6 times. I was like, ooh. Because they can make this soft. They can shave it down. But no matter what, she do got some big feet though. And she kind of shaped like a little man. If you look at it. I don't know why they didn't let her go on the trip, then complaining about the SUV they're traveling in. Right. I don't, It's something with that girl. I don't like her. Sunny is too immature. She acts like a child. Sunny, Leo, she's the baby. That's why she acts the way she acts. She acts like my baby girl. Spoiled. And that's what she is. She's spoiled. That's what she is. But my baby girl can get down when she want to. But you guys, I did enjoy the skits today. I did. I love the fact if you didn't see it and you would like to go back and watch it, I love the fact that Chase saw Candace. That right there was so, that was a, I like that. When he looked back and saw Candace, that touched me. He knew something was wrong. And he knows it's got to end. He cannot go further with this because he's causing his wife to have doubt. And Chase ain't about that life. Because I went the fitness, sis, that's why. Because I'm sick of Mike. Why is he giving Melissa any part of a business with his broke self? And she just cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, Andrea, he saw his wife. It's not about Maggie. It's not about that. It's he saw her. And men, if they take time out to see their wife, man, we have some good marriages. That was a lesson, and it was powerful in itself. I'm sorry, y'all might not agree, but it was powerful in itself. Because look, Candace was just sitting there. She was in her feelings. She didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to hurt him. She didn't want to fight. She didn't want to give that girl that power. But when Chase saw that, it's like their spirit connected. Yeah, right. Mike writes his own skits. I wish Mike would just go on and be with Sonny. Lord, yes, Lisa Foster. It was very powerful. Yes, Chase saw her pain. He saw her pain. Y'all. It just did something, and I was like, oh my God, that is powerful. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing for the power to hit you. You don't have to say nothing. Sometimes you just look, and he looked at her and he saw her pain, and he couldn't do that. He couldn't keep letting his wife be that way because he loves her. Please send me something to my email. Okay, I sure will. I will, Janice. Charles got married in real life. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations, Charles. I don't like you on these skits, Charles, but I like it. I am working late tonight. Oh, okay, Janice. Mike making himself look like a simp. Yes, he is with Melissa. I wish he'll just leave Melissa alone. Melissa find her somebody else. I mean, because they finna tear up Rachel's house. You watch. They finna tear that house up. They already got the pillows and stuff thrown all the way with his green suit. Yeah, he did have on that lime green suit with those Kumo D glasses on. Yes. I said, go ahead, Charles. You's a married man now. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all. Sis, please don't go to that coin. Huh? Go to the what? Don't go to that coin. What coin, Janice? Charles had on green, head to toe, looking like Green Lantern, baby. I said, okay, Charles. All right, you guys. I have to work in the morning, so I'm gonna call it a night. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Y'all be safe out there. Okay, say your prayers. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button coming in, you can still give to the Cash App, $ Teresa Lindsay 12. I take all forms. It doesn't matter. You can do super stickers. Thank you, Ingrid, again for your $20 super sticker. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.